Look at that. Look. He's green. He's green. We've got a green. How do we start off the next chapter of this story? Well, we've got a new team. Let's go and find out who it is. Yeah, so Malaysia is done and dusted, and we have moved on. We are now here in Singapore with Balestier Khalsa FC, their 25th season under a new manager, which is myself, of course. Eyebrows have been raised in the world of football at the appointment of the 33-year-old who's recently spent time away from club football. Sure to place plenty of questions. I've been away for like half a month. When we faced the media for the first time at the Toa Payoh Stadium. Rive with a record of 71 wins, 42 draws and 53 defeats in his career. We've won a league title and 3 cups. Replaced previous manager Zaiful Nizam. Kirill Tamit was considered favourite. Nah, not when I'm here. Not when I'm here. Manager of the year last season. To blend their experience and proven credentials to the new job. They finished 4th last season in the Singapore Premier League, failing to win any of their previous 8 games, which is something we're going to have to deal with. It's a 1-star reputation. Media prediction is 5th. No fierce rivals. 4,000 capacity Toa Payoh Stadium. Say 4th place last season in the Singapore Premier League. Knocked out in the group stage of the Singapore Cup. Okay finances for once. If you want to work within a wage budget, top half and be competitive in the AFC Cup this season, which is the Europa League sort of level over in Asia. I thought I have voted for them. Brilliant. We do have one player unhappy with his agreed playing time, but that is something we'll go and sort out later on. So if we just go to the Singapore Premier League, see they finished 4th, 25 points, 26 off the top of the table. So we've got a gap to close. Nagata Unicorn is the team that we won it with on last year's edition of the game. So yeah, we really do have that gap to close up there to them. But I think we can certainly do it. In terms of the Singapore Cup, Geylang International won that this last season. But we missed out by 3 points to them. So it's going to be an interesting season for us. Obviously, we've got the off-season to go through now. For the new season starts in February, which is going to be the first few games of this episode, basically, is what we're going to come back for then. But of course, before we do that, we have to go and take a look at our new surroundings and our new stadium. So we move just a bit further down south to the Toa Payoh Stadium here in Singapore. And you see we're in a relatively built-up area, but it's a nice little area for us. It's a relatively basic ground, which you sort of expect. This is technically a level down from the last job that we had. Don't know how well we can see it here. I don't think we will be able to really because of the hedges. So yeah, we can't see that from over there. Do we have anywhere we can actually see the little stadium? We've got the Table Tennis Association next to us as well. Have to love that. But it looks like we've got a little hedge all the way around, so we can't really take a look in, even on this walkway here. We're going to have to try and avoid hitting all of these guys with our wayward shots. Can we get a little sneak peek, maybe? This is not the best look at the ground, is it? There we go. That is the entry to the stadium that we'll be playing at for, well, however long we last here at Balestier Khalsa Football Club in Singapore. And this is one that I'm sort of looking forward to getting my hands on. 2018, I think that says. That's when the next game was, when this was taken. So a while back. We've got a lovely little flag up there as well. which is lovely to see. And yeah, it should be a pretty decent couple of years over in Singapore, if we make a couple of years, that is. So yeah, let's jump back in for the start of the season and see what we've done with the team. So we're here for a start of a season in Singapore, another country for us to tick off, and hopefully one that we can win and complete. Possibly first season, we've got a pretty good squad here, including some incomings. First of all, Fabiano, Brazilian 18-year-old winger slash striker. Very, very good player for this level and continues our trend of having young Brazilians in the team. But then also towards the end of last season, I made a bunch of moves, some of the names you'll recognise, but I also did not read the competition rules. So coming in was Jose, of course, formerly of ATM. I was a little bit naughty with this one. I knew I was leaving. We didn't offer him a contract at ATM, so he became a free agent. He surprised me, actually, by accepting to come to this level. He really did surprise me, because this is actually a step down from Malaysia in terms of the reputation, especially with the club as well. But he did decide to join us. He wanted to work with me, which was a very nice nice of him. So he came in. And then we also brought in a couple of other fun players, Jonathan Delira, Alfredo Cristaldo, and Faisal Camaruzzaman, all coming in. Cristaldo and Camaruzzaman were on fees, so we paid a decent chunk of money for them. Just, about £27,500 for the two players there. Jonathan Delira was a free transfer. He wasn't interested until we brought in Jose. And then we had the squad capable for him to join. He was expensive. We're paying him a lot of money. Yeah, but he was just such a good player for us more than anything. But just what a player he is. 21-year-old Brazilian. He will be playing in that centre midfield role again. Of course, the man, the myth, the legend that won us that Pila Malaysia FA Cup, and he actually becomes the first entry into my Hall of Fame, which I'm doing throughout this series. So he is in the Hall of Fame for us. A couple of other players that came in for us as well. Modric and Shazali came in on a free transfer. He's a young Singaporean striker. Jamito Suarez, a young centre-back from East Timor-Leste? East Timorese, is that what it is? Timor-Leste, it's not just East Timor-Leste, it's just Timor-Leste. I knew that. But one thing that I wasn't paying attention to was you can only have 3 foreign players over the age of 21. All of these, apart from Fabiano that I brought in, that are foreign players, are 21 or over. So, Faisal Camaruzzaman was not registered. He has gone out on loan. And we're going to try and loan out Jamito Suarez, but he's currently injured. He is out for another couple of weeks with a calf strain, so we can't get him out on loan just yet. But that is the plan there. Also outgoing, we sold Kyril Haifanan to Geylang under 90. Oh no, so that was last season's manager that sold him. I was on the wrong one there. We've loaned out a couple of players, obviously. Camaruzzaman goes back to Malaysia in Mahjong City. And Mod Disa goes to Geylang International on loan for a loan fee as well. He's a promising young player here. But he's not going to play for us this season. So I thought we'll go and get him some first team football. So if we do just take a look at the schedule page, we have actually played one game in the AFC Cup, which is the equivalent of the Europa League. And you can see we have Johor DT here, so we'll be meeting a former rival. We played Barito Putra in the first round, a Indonesian club. Jonathan Delira put us ahead through a penalty, scoring on his debut before Rumbiak equalised to give us a share of the points there. I'm not expecting too much from this competition. If we go back to last season, how it works is you have the groups here, then you get a semi-final from this zone. So Persipura and Hanoi FC going through that time. For a final, Persipura was the one that qualified for us. Each of them have a team that go through. You get a 4-team inter-zone playoff. Persipura won there, and then that led them to the final to play Al Jaish Syria. It's confusing. Basically, you have 5 different qualification routes. And the West Asian zone goes straight through to the final. The other 4 play into this interzone playoff to reach the final. It's confusing. It really is confusing. So the West Asian zone group stages this season, you can see here, these are the teams in there. One of these will go straight through to the final. I'm not expecting much from this competition, which is why we have not shown the first game there. But today we are playing Hugang United in our first game of the season. And then we're going to skip the ESLNA game and come back for Young Lions in that second game. Season preview-wise has us in 3rd position behind Nagata Unicorn and LC Sailors. Delira in the Dream 11, he's the only one for us. But this should be a pretty exciting season for us. And I am looking forward to getting stuck in. So if we just take a look at my first team selection, we've imported that same tactic we've been using all the way through. This is my tactic now. We have got rid of the play down the wings and the crossers. I may put them back in. I haven't quite decided yet. We'll see how these first few games go. But this is our first 11 that we're picking. Dude in goal. Camera, Modnor, Lelas and Guanyo completely in back 4. Delira and Jose, that formidable central pairing there. On UN on the right wing, Fabiano on the left wing, Ochu behind Cristaldo up top. Now, one thing I'm a bit disappointed in is Jose and Delira don't have that link, which for me they probably should have done considering they played together an awful lot at ATM for us. But that will build up. That will build up. Now, there is only 21 games in this competition, so we play everyone 3 times. So this season, depending on cups and whatever, should be finished by Friday. There'll be 3 episodes a season of the league fixtures. So we are out. We are in the red. We're at home to kick off our spell in the league here. Fabiano straight away on a 7 rating. I don't know what he's done there. It is their goal kick, and they've gone short to start with. Omar. Out to Ramil. Roslan. Knocking it around the back pretty well. We're not particularly pressing. I don't mind too much to try and stay on the show pin. It's long ball forward, which is easily dealt with for us. Jose to Cristaldo. He can't find his man, though. Ball forward, headed clear. Jose out to UN. What can he do down this wing? He finds a low cross and Cristaldo gets there to score our first goal of the season. And give us, well, first league goal of the season. First goal on a live com for Ballesteros as well. And UN found that space, even though we're expecting him to play narrow. Drilled cross in, and Cristaldo gets between 2 defenders and fires home to give us the lead and keep us top of the league on the basis of alphabetical against our next opponents, Young Lions. Couple of goals in quick succession between Tangjong Pagaya and Nagata Unicorn. But here we are relatively comfortable. We're not particularly having as much of the ball as I'd like, and Rosley's going to get sent off here. It's his second booking. It was an idiotic tackle for him. We were going absolutely nowhere, and he's just tripped his man and given us the man advantage in a game that we have looked more comfortable in. We are going to go attacking now as we come towards half-time with the 1-goal lead. Let's go and give them a bit of encouragement, shall we? Tactical wise, we're okay. We're doing fine now. We're fit. I'm just going to switch Lelis and Modnor over. And yeah, see if we can go make this man advantage count. Now they're just missing a right winger here. We've got a throw in, which is cleared out pretty easily. But again, they're going to have virtually everyone back here. Guanyo to Jose. Juyu, Fabiano goes back to Delira, who's also on a booking. So maybe we look at taking him off at some point. Kamara to Delira. Lelis. Kamar. Just knocking it around well here. Just keeping the ball patiently, moving them from left to right, finding that space. Ball forward is cleared out. Jose's going to get there, though. Fabiano, can he beat his man? He lays it off to Guanyo. Jose. Chuyu hits a absolute beauty to make it 2-0. I just hesitated for a second because I thought he might have been just offside, but the flag stayed down, the goal counts, and it's 2-0 here. And this has been about as perfect of an opening day as you can expect. That must have been very tight. It's a beautiful killing effort from the edge of the D. We'll see here. Oh, he's just on. It's the left back there, just playing him on. Lovely, lovely finish there. And we are actually now going to go and take Delira off. We're going to bring Noor Arif on for him. And I think we're comfortable. 2-0 up, an extra man. So we can look at, taking some of the key players off. Guanyo with a throw-in again. Fabiano is going to flick that onto Chuyu, and it's in the back of the net. That's his second goal of the game. It's a beautiful volley for him as well. Fabiano's knocked down from that long throw-in. He just gets there to hit on the volley. You'll see the space here. He just peels off his man. And it's a beautiful first-time volley outside of the foot, in off the post. And that is 3-0. Comfortable domination, really. 20 minutes to go. Jose is going to come off Azian, and Fabiano can switch with Cristaldo. But Cesare can go up top. So just resting a couple of them crucial players for us now. Young Lions have actually conceded against Tampines as well, who are now down to 10 men. Also, they've missed a penalty, Young Lions there. They're now 3-1 up. 2 goals in quick succession for Rahman. So they look like they could be very dangerous. But time is ticking away here. We have the 3-0 victory on the opening day of the season. That's about as good as you can expect from us. Let's go and praise all of them players. It's a beautiful start to the season. And if we can play like that, then we're going to be in a very, very good position going forward for the rest of this season. See here, 16 shots to their 3. Absolutely dominating unexpected goals. Possession-wise, it's a bit more balanced than I'd enjoyed. I'd rather have dominated that, especially having the extra man for an hour of the game. Castaldo scoring on his debut as well, which is lovely to see. Fabiano was the man of the match for us. Praise him for his passing there. And yeah, I would say next time in this next part of this episode, we'll come back for the Young Lions game. I'll play SLNA off camera. I'll let you know what happens there. But we're back in just 1 second. So the other member that aforementioned Hall of Fame is goalkeeper Jorovac, of course, who we had at ATM, making him 2 crucial penalty saves, one in the semi-final, one in the final. Overall, a really, really good goalkeeper for us there. It's sad to see that he has gone from ATM. That one was not my doing, but it's sad to see he's gone there. I'm not going to bring him in because of his age and the foreign player rules, but he is also in the Hall of Fame alongside Jonathan Delira. Now, the game that we played off camera was not a pleasant one. We got battered 4-1 by SLNA. We did rotate a fair bit in this game, but there was still no excuse for performances like that, which puts us in not a great position going forward in the AFC Cup. To be quite honest with you, I'm not massively fussed because it's a secondary competition at the moment. It's not the one we have to win, it's the Champions League we have to win, so yeah, we don't care too much about that one. But the game against Young Lions is here. We're at home yet again. Now, these have spent virtually all week putting in trial offers for younger players of ours. So, a little bit annoying. Let's go and put them in their place. Dude in goal, Kamar, Modnor, Lelas, and Guanyo at the back. Delira and Jose in midfield. UN, Chiyu, Fabiano behind Cristaldo. Hopefully, we can go and continue performance from that last league game. And go and put these in their place, shall we say. From the first league game, which we saw, again, it's only 1 game of the season, but these do look like they could be our biggest rivals, shall we say. But there's a long, long way to go in this season. So we'll see what happens. A win here would be fantastic for us, though. Of course, we are in the red again. They are in the black. As they win a flicked-on header, which Modnor picks up. Kamar gives it back to him. Delira. Jose into Cristaldo. UN, who we know can run at his man, and we know can put in a decent cross. He does find the cross this time to Fabiano, just wide. Just wide, but UN on that wing looks like a very, very good player for us. Corner ball, Fabiano delivers. Delira's header, and it's off the post apparently. It looked very weird, that one then. But chances are coming. Jose's free kick now delivers towards the back post, and he's straight at the goalkeeper. We're getting so many chances early on here. The highlight does continue though. Abdul Ghani looks downfield, which is what normally catches out, but Modnor defends well, finds Kamar. On UN into Chuyu, he looks forward, but that's overhit. Ball played forward, which is intercepted by Guanyo. Chuyu, Fabiano to Cristaldo. Back to Fabiano. Can he get a cross in? He's fouled and it's a penalty. It looked a bit harsh, but I think there was a trip off the ball. So Delira steps up and he's missed straight at the goalkeeper who does not move. And Delira has missed a penalty to keep it at 0-0. But we are dominant here, but we just can't find that goal. Can we make something from this throw-in? It's flicked on. It's Fabiano's blocked, and Fabiano at the second attempt does find the back of the net. And on the half-hour mark, we have the lead. It was one of them looping throw-ins again towards the edge of the 6-yard box, which was flicked on. Fell to Fabiano. It was a good save from the goalkeeper first time out, but he needed some help there. And Fabiano gets to the second ball and prods home straight from kickoff. We do have a highlight here, and are they going to come and hit us straight back? Stewart goes back to Hisham. Oman just knocking it around the back here, and it would be so much symbolic of our teams in this series so far if we were to go and concede straight after scoring. Shamim to Stewart. We're keeping our shape pretty well at the moment. Doing well marking, but that's a good ball down here. Ismit. He finds a cross, which is headed over the bar by Rahman. And danger there. It's the first shot we've seen from them all game. Possession-wise, it's still relatively evil. In terms of chances, we should be well and truly ahead. Look at that expected goals, 2.2 in the first half. I'm going to tell them I don't like what I just saw from that performance. A couple of players demotivated. Let's go and firing them up. Did not work. We don't fire them up then. Okay. But as we come towards the hour mark, they are looking to play with a bit less width, apparently. Chuyu is going to come off for Zakaria. And Ramat can come on for Guanyo. But if they're going to play a bit narrower, we are going to look to exploit them crosses, basically. We're going to try and force them to play wide. And, yeah, I mean, hopefully we can go and find another goal or two to basically show our superiority. And is there a chance here from the throw-in? It's headed clear back to Ramat. And the space here for Fabiano. You can't give Fabiano that much space. He just drills one into that bottom corner. It's 2-0. It's his second goal in 2 games. What a signing he has been so far. It was Ramat's throw-in, which was headed clear. It wasn't a great clearance, to be honest, from our man. But this is atrocious defending from their number 2. He just peels off, leaves Fabiano in so much space on the edge of the area. And he absolutely fires home Ismail, for them it was, the man at fault. And as things stand, there's us and LC Sailors, which are the 2 unbeaten teams, 100% teams, shall we say, so far. As we do make a change, Jose coming off for a Reef. They are 2 goals behind us in terms of goal difference. They're currently 2-1 up. Ramat on the ball. Fabiano. Back to Ramat. Can we get our second 3-0 in a row in the league? Fabiano goes back to Ramat again. Fabiano continued his run, but the ball wasn't there. Lelas just holds it up. I don't mind that. We're 2-0 up. We're comfortable. If they're not going to press us, we should just keep ball. We have absolutely no need to waste energy here. As Fabiano skips past one, Shamin comes back at him and Apparently pulled his shirt, and of course he's already on a booking, so we know what's happening here. He's being called over by the referee. They're wearing purple boots in this league as well. What is it with officials and purple boots? Shamim sent off for a second yellow card. We have a free kick now. Dangerous position. We're going to go attacking. And we don't get the highlight. Sweet. So into the final minute of the game. LC Sailors now 4-1 up. We finish 2-0. It's another clean sheet. It's another win in the league. Not as dominant as I'd wanted, I will be honest with you, but it's a win. We can't be disappointed with that. And that 2 goals in stoppage time for LC Sailors puts them above us on goals scored. 2-point lead for both us over Nagata Unicorn and Tanjong Picchia. 3 points over Young Lions. And then Geylang, Tampines and Hugang all have 0. So a very, very good start to the season for us here. Back-to-back wins in the league. A 3-0 and a 2-0. I don't know what was wrong with the referees in that game, but Fabiano yet again man of the match there. In terms of the games next time out, we're going to do Tanjong Pajia and Nagata Unicorn. It's about 8 league games between them. 2 teams that we haven't done, and then the last ones will obviously be Geylang and Tampines, depending what happens in the AFC Cup. But that's the plan for the season. The Singapore Cup, I believe, if we look at last season, it runs at the end of the season. Yeah. So that would be its own episode, basically. But if you have enjoyed this and you're looking forward to a new season here in Singapore, if you think we've got a good team, hit that like button. It really does help me out. Helps the videos get seen by more people as well. If you're new here and you do enjoy what you see, please do subscribe. Let me know down in the comments what you think about the videos. If you think there's anything I can improve on, anything that you really enjoy, please do let me know. Feedback is always important as well. Until tomorrow, I will see you then. Have a great day. Bye-bye.